Alright guys, here's what we got. We got an 18 horse opposed twin. Right there is a starter. I done took all the bolts out around it. There are 6 holding the shroud on. I done took all them out. The other thing is the dipstick tube. There are a little screw right there and one over there. And I usually just pull it out from the bottom. I don't usually worry about it. But let's pull it off. Okay, right here you can see the top of the Bendix starter gear. It actually flew apart. Look at that. How do you like that? I've never seen one do that. Usually it just strips it off. I guess it was so cold the other day that it just couldn't take the cold. I mean, plastic up here down in Alabama where we're at, it's been like, 5 degrees at night and like 20 during the day and 18 during the day and stuff like that. So it's been pretty chilly, and I plumb for a living, so I've been fixing a whole bunch of leaks and that kind of good stuff, trying to get it turned to get it to fall down. So I've been fixing leaks, and I know what all this cold weather is going to do to plastic. So I have never seen that though. That is very cool, but I've not found an opposed. Anyway, that right there is one of the problems you've got when opposed twins. I don't know why, but that you can't hardly keep a Bendix in it. I have trouble with them. I mean, it broke dead clean in half. Anyhow, that's what we got. So what we're going to do is put a new one on it, and I'll show you what we do. Hang on a minute. Alright, we're back. So what we're going to have to do is, you see that C-clip on the top? You've got to press this down just enough that you can pop that C-clip off. You get it popped off, and you take all this off the top and leave the spring under the bottom, because that's what helps or you put the spring on top, I'm sorry, that helps to push your gear back down. Where my light went off. Well, anyway, I'll show you again in just a second. Alright, so you do that, and to get the gear on without pulling the starter off, what I done is right here you can see there's a little gap where the flywheel's been cut, I guess, to help it with balance. And on top of these gears, I broke the little flat piece out of the top of, I don't know, about 6 or 7 of them here. And what you can do is you can set your gear into that spot and twist the motor in a direction that pushes it down onto the starter, and that is the quickest way to do it. And if I can, I'm going to try to video as I do it. I don't have any kind of tripod or anything, but I'm going to do the best I can. Right now I'm going to get the C-clip off the top and get this tore down to put it on. Just a minute. Alright YouTube, we're back. We got most of it apart, but I did have to take it loose, because upon further inspection I noticed that right here, can you see the edges is wore off where the starter gear is when it connects with the motor? I don't know how it's done this. I guess this the cold just done it in. But I got to looking, and I noticed that it is stripped off pretty good. And you see how the other one, hang on, let me turn this light off. Alright, you see how that was stripped around the top of it there? You can see where it starts right here, and it stripped it off right on both sides of that starter. I guess when the gear went, it just tore it all to pieces, but this is what it's supposed to look like. I had another motor laying around, so I just took it off. So we're going to swap them out and put it back together. Alright YouTube, we're fixing to spin this new gear on. You can see I got my holes lined up right there that I knocked out. Here's my my little twist thing at the top. We're going to set our starter gear in it. Now you want to make sure when you put your starter gear in, you see there's a slight bevel on that one side. That's the top side. That's the side you want to be up. So what we're going to do, we're going to slip this down on here like that, and have it going down in those little grooves right there like it's supposed to. And I'll make sure the gear is lined up. The little twist deals under there, which I need to twist mine just a little bit. It's kind of hard to do with one hand on an iPhone. Alright, we got it started right there. So all you got to do now is just twist the motor and push down on the top right here. Two-handed best if you can. Push it down and twist it into place. And there you go. Slips right down on there perfect, just like that. You can do the same thing taking the other one off. You just get it set toward the end right here, get it up and get it slipped up into this first one, and twist it backwards, and it'll pull it right up through them grooves. That's the best way I know to do it, best way I found to do it. And it's awful aggravating on these opposed twins, how those gears strip off all the time. I heard of a couple others that do it. Mud King, he's one, he does it a lot. He's got an opposed twin on his. So I don't know how he changes his, but that's how I do mine. So leave comments, rate, subscribe, whatever. Well, actually, before I get off, I'll show you how to put that little C-ring back on. Murray Mayhem showed how to do it. He uses a socket and sets it on top and just hits it with a hammer one good hard time. Puts it back on, so I'm going to show you that. Hang on a minute. Alright, YouTube, we're going to put this thing on there. What I found to be the best is a 9mm 12-point socket. And I got it on an extension to help me hold it. You set it right on top, like that right there. And then you take a hammer, a good hammer, and you just give it a good solid blow on top, and it should put it right on there. Just like that. It's on there, right where it's supposed to be. And that should be all there is to putting that starter on. Or starter gear on. That's the best way I found to do it. The easiest way to do it. You don't have to take the starter off. Of course, I had to take the starter off because I had to change the little thing that throws the starter bendix up. So that's what we've done. Thanks for watching. We're going to get out of here. It's too cold. See ya.